This is your basic Indian club swinging tutorial. I'm going to show you how you can use this ancient training tool to get stronger hands, wrists, arms, healthier shoulders. You're going to be faster in your strikes. You're going to have a better guard and better strength in your hands, grip strength for grappling. It's also going to help if you do any slicing or striking martial art that uses a weapon in your hand. You're going to be a lot faster and a lot stronger. Before we get started today, remember to subscribe if you haven't done so, hit like and share. And in the comment section today, let me know what weight you're starting with. Always start as light as you can. A pair of sticks is even okay to start with. You're gonna start with your hand close to the end, close to the ball. You have a firm and a relaxed grip. It's gotta be firm but relaxed at the same time. That means it's gonna move a little bit, but you're not gonna pivot on the ball here. You can do this. This is another style, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the one I want you to work with and start with today is this firm grip here. Firm, but not squeezing so hard that you're overworking your arm or you're creating tension and pain in your wrist. Just firm enough that it doesn't fall to the ground. Start with your feet under your body, about shoulder width apart. You're gonna swing your clubs up and back behind your shoulder, and then you're gonna push away from you by pushing your wrists out. Remember to keep a nice, firm, and relaxed grip. I'm using a 10-pound set here, so they're gonna swing a little bit more than when you start with a nice, easy, light pair. But whatever pair you use, go through this full range of motion. This is your warm-up. You're just getting your wrists, your hands, your fingers, your forearms, your shoulders, everything ready to go through this workout. You're gonna alternate your hands in this next exercise as you bring your Indian club up in front of your face, palm facing your body, coming through your center line, all the way out as far as it will go naturally on its own. Don't push too far. Use your common sense, but bring it up and around. You're still warming up your arms, your hands, your shoulders in this second exercise. But this is gonna lead into the next exercise. Take your time. Remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and you increase speed and capacity with more training. Just spend more time training. Now continue with that cutting motion. You're gonna use one hand first, one Indian club first. You're gonna bring it up, and then you're gonna open your shoulder. Just pull your elbow back, push it away from you like you did in your very first exercise, your warm-up. So you're putting those two exercises together. You bring it across your body, pull your elbow back, push away from you. Keep going. You want a nice, smooth motion. This is why it's so important to start with a very light pair first. You want a pair that allows you to go through a full range of motion, get your elbow back, get your shoulders open, do the full exercise without any chance of injury. Now continue with the same exercise, the same range of motion, but you're going to alternate hands, one hand first, then the other one. As you start to go through this motion, you're going to feel that it forces you to squeeze your core muscles, the muscles that keep you standing up straight and make you stronger and faster and more efficient as a martial artist, and just put you in better general health. After you do this exercise, you're going to start to do them at the same time. You're going to feel that tightening in your midsection go away, but you're going to focus on bringing one hand on the outside the first time and then the other hand on the outside the second time, over and over again. You're going to alternate the hands that way. So one's always in and the other one's out, and then you switch it immediately on the next rep. Now it's time for you to reverse everything. You're gonna push it away from you. Palm is gonna face back first, and then you're gonna turn that palm in as you bring your elbow across your body and go through that cutting motion in reverse. Now you're going to start to do what you did with the first set of exercises, alternating the hands so that you can engage the core muscles and get a full body workout. Now bring the arms through the range of motion. At the same time, remember to put one hand in front and then immediately the other hand in front. Now, if you happen to be training somewhere in the world where you don't have access to Indian clubs, you can't get them through the internet, and you can't go to a local health store and buy them, start with a stick. This is how I started. This is a collie stick, and you can use a collie stick or you can get a broomstick or another kind of stick and cut it down. But start with a basic stick and go through that range of motion, and after a couple of weeks, you can start to add weight to it. Pick up some rocks, pick up some weights if you can find some scrap metal. Find some things that are small that you can put on the end and use a roll of tape. Just make sure that it's taped on there nice and tight so it doesn't come flying out, and try to put them around so that it's evenly balanced. And if you have two sticks, try to keep the weight between the two sticks about the same. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always switch from one hand to the other one and switch them back and forth and find your balance that way. But start with what you have. Don't be afraid of training martial arts because there's not a martial arts school near you. Don't be afraid of getting into shape, starting to improve your life because the traditional schools or gyms or instructors aren't there. You have everything you need in the palm of your hand with your smartphone. Everything else you can improvise and come up with on your own.